One goal that we had this summer was to sail to Camden. And for us, in this first year of sailing, the 16 nautical miles from Belfast to Camden felt more like an adventure. Hi, I'm Doug, and this is my first mate Peggy. Together, we're sailing the coast of Maine in our 30-foot hunter called Lavender Love. We left early Saturday morning, headed up to the dock in Belfast, filled our freshwater tank with water to make sure that we had enough for the weekend, and headed off to Camden. The winds were favorable at first until we headed out around the tip of Northport. Once we came around Northport, the angle to the wind changed, requiring us to tack back and forth in order to move forward under sail. The day got cloudier, it got cooler. We were bumping up and down pretty good with the waves and not making a whole lot of progress. Alright, so what is this zigzagging back and forth they call tacking? When you're headed directly into the wind, or about 45 degrees on either side of that, you can't make much forward progress. That area is called being in irons, so you need to increase that angle by tacking back and forth in order to move in the direction that you want to go. It's right about at this point where the green marker is that we were coming against the current, the wind wasn't favorable, and we were running out of time to get down to Camden, so we decided to turn on the engine and make a direct path for that last hour. As much as I don't like using the engine unless we have to, I was glad we did because I looked behind us and there was a nice big rain cloud. Those clouds made a beautiful backdrop coming into Camden. With Camden Hills in the background and the tall ships in the foreground, we headed into the harbor. Shout out to Lyman Morse Boatyard, where we picked up a mooring for the night. They have their own bathrooms, showers, laundry facilities, a beautiful dock, and restaurants, along with a free taxi service that will bring you from your boat into the dock at Camden. That night we rewarded ourselves in our long adventure with a hot meal at Peter Ott's, which sits right on the dock in Camden. The next morning we woke up to quiet except for the geese honking all around us. We took in our $1 million view for a while until we decided to head in and eat breakfast at the Mariner. After a leisurely morning of watching birds and seals and boats, we decided to head back to our home port before it got too late. We motored out of the harbor, started to raise the mainsail, and discovered a 12-inch rip in the sail. So it was back to motoring. Because of the rip in the sail, we're only able to use the jib, which is behind me. That's the head sail. We have an extra jib and we have an extra mainsail, so I will see once we get back to the mooring. The winds were light and favorable for a while, so we kept the head sail out, or the jib, to help the engine out a little bit. So I just sat there at the controls of the autopilot, veering around lobster buoys as needed. After about 4 hours of motoring, we got back to the mooring in Belfast, and I decided to swap out the mainsail with an older one that we had in the boat. That older sail I think will work out fine, although it is a little more stretched out, but I think it'll get us through summer until I can fix the hole in the other sail. We ended our trip to Camden with a beautiful sunset in the harbor in Belfast. I hope you enjoyed going along with us on the sailing trip to Camden, and if you want to see more videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever a new video comes out. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.